What's good? Welcome back to Trim and True. I'm Headkrack, and this is the Barbershop podcast where the lineup is sharp and the truth is even sharper. Today's episode is Groomed Confidence. I'm sitting with Atlanta educator and bump specialist Israel Wright. And in the chair, we got Terrence Alexander, founder of Beard Goalz. We're talking confidence, grooming, and what it takes to stay consistent when real life is happening. Then, we running it up with fresh or trash. So don't just watch, answer with us. Let's get into it. Welcome to Trim and True. In the chair, we got the one, the only Israel Wright.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what brings you here? And tell us about your barber journey, man.
Got you, man. So I am 15 years in the game. I have been doing men's grooming for the last probably 10 years. Just really focused on the other services besides just the haircut. And it's taken me a long way, opened up a lot of opportunities and doors. Allowed me to meet a lot of people, make a lot of money, and change the trajectory of how I guess originally looked at barbering.
That's dope. And when I look around and see the signage and all the things, man, you got some gear on that I'm not used to seeing barbers wear.
Right.
It looks very scientific over here. Yeah. What is your process? Gotcha. And why do we need the super what you call those magnifying?
Microscopic glasses?
There we go.
Yeah. So I focus on it's called AKN, which is acne colloidus nuchae. So when you talk about the scientific and all that, that's why it is, because it's like guys that deal with ingrowns on the back of the neck.
Oh,
that's what I focus on.
That Nestle Crunch.
That Nestle Crunch, yes, I specialize in that. So I help them get solutions for that problem from products, services, and treatments. And a lot of them are already going to the doctor, dermatologist, really aren't getting any type of solutions. So I've been able to help men all over the world, literally all over the world, get this treated.
So the uninitiated who don't know, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Is it something that has something to do with maybe where you're going to get a haircut to begin with, dirty clippers? Maybe it's a form of acne. What puts it together?
Everything you just said. I mean, there's so many different ways that it can happen. Obviously, the most common, people know dirty clippers, but that can be self-inflicted too. A lot of people cut their hair at home, so they're dealing with that problem too. They're not sanitizing, disinfecting their tools. Also, just your personal hygiene. People really not taking care of the stuff that they need to. Dirty pillowcases, hats, do-rags, scarves, bandanas, working out at the bench. I mean, at the gym, putting your head on that bench.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of bacteria on there. So, all those things in combination with, like you said, acne and essentially infected ingrown, which can turn into a premature keloid.
Got you.
Yeah, so it's a science behind it for sure.
Well, and I'm so glad that you understand the science. Growing up, were you one of those people who used to watch Dr. Pimple Popper and things like that? Because to get in there and get scientific, pull those hairs out, you really got to be into that. Because most people are like, ugh.
But what's crazy? No. Okay. Until I started doing it. Then I'm like, oh, this is the thing. And then I started seeing how many people were actually that was a fetish of theirs. I had people in my comments all the time yo, longer videos. I want to see the pus come out. It's not enough blood. And I'm like, that is crazy. But that's the thing. People really like it.
No, there are entire Reddit communities dedicated to that sort of thing. I need to dive
into those for real. Yeah.
Dude, you could make, it's almost like a weird-ass OnlyFans.
It is.
A really weird
It's very weird. But, it has a solution at the end of it. And like I said, it's so many people that deal with it that have already gone through, whatever the recommendations are, doctor, dermatologist, and they're just living with it. And it's causing a bunch of mental health issues. It's causing a lack of confidence, them to be insecure. So it has a deeper meaning besides just busting the bumps. Yeah. It's really helping, men, especially predominantly black men that are dealing with it, helping them kind of get over that hump and get a solution for a problem.
Two things there, I guess. You're right. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where I've seen a non-person of color with that type of ingrown in it. Is it because of hair texture?
So hair texture, the type of haircuts that we get, with the fades and the close shaves, a lot of times that can cause it as well. And some of it is genetic. And I've realized that over time too. It is passed, especially people that have acne prone skin, it's passed down generationally. So a lot of men that deal with it, their dad might have had it, or their uncle might have had it, or their brother has it. So it can run in your family, unfortunately.
So getting those little faces, so like somebody gets like a white dude with the John B.
Yeah.
He might.
He could get some
prone.
irritation, because that close shave could cause sensitivity, and then you get the scratching it, and then you're picking it, and got dirt under your nails, and now that's causing a bigger issue. So, yeah.
Whoa. What is the most gnarly one you've ever extracted?
I mean, I've seen hairs this long literally come out of the back of somebody's neck. But it's more so like the bumps or like the premature keloids. I've seen things that I can't even post online. For real. But I mean, I have like the example behind you. Like those are some of the before and afters that I've been able to do, just based off of level of severity. And like I said, I've helped people from everywhere, bro.
Yo, because on face value, you think, all right, let me start with the regular isopropyl rubbing alcohol. All right, let me upgrade to that green alcohol.
Yep.
When those first two lines of defense aren't working, they need to come see us.
They need to come see me immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, man, so you're originally from Illinois.
Yeah.
And what brought you out here to Atlanta?
So my mom moved out here when I was, 13? My mom and my dad separated. I moved with my mom, stayed out here for a couple years, and then between like 14 and about 21, I was back and forth.
Gotcha.
Whenever I got tired of one, I just moved to the other. Whenever I got bored, I moved to the other. I was in college, played sports in college. Once I got finished with that, I just kind of, went with the flow. Wherever I felt like going, both of them was like, hey, if you want to come, you can. And but when I came back out here, as I got older, I started seeing like it's a lot of opportunity in Atlanta. And when I was younger, I was more so looking into sports, so I'm enjoying that. But when I came back around like 20, I'm like, man, there's a lot of business opportunity out here that I was not getting back home.
Gotcha.
And when people think Illinois, like you asked earlier, you think Chicago. Like I was in the country, like I was in the Midwest. Like it was a farm in my backyard growing up, like that type of Midwest. So it wasn't the same city life that when you come out here you see, but a lot of the hard work ethic and whatnot from the Midwest was instilled in me. So when I came out here, I'm like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are chilling. Like, it was very relaxed. Everybody, Southern hospitality was great. But I'm like, oh, yeah, y'all are tripping. There's so many things that y'all could be doing that you aren't.
Night time.
Yeah, man. So it really just put a battery in my back. And from the time I came back out here around like 21, 22, I went to barber school. And that's really when it ignited, man.
Yeah, a lot of people sleep on the fact that, like, when you come from a place that isn't necessarily like a hustling, bustling city, you got to hustle and bustle harder.
All right.
And it kind of primes you to come to places where the opportunity is ripe and you can dive in and get right in it.
Yep.
Did you have a hard time integrating yourself into the flow of all of it? Or like when you went to barber school, it kind of connected all the dots?
It connected the dots, but I still, even in barber school, I was just seeing like, man, y'all aren't looking at this the same way I'm looking at it. I think a lot of barbers still were looking at it like a hustle. I was looking at it like a business.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school for business and marketing.
Gotcha.
So I was seeing a lot of those dots connect when I came out here. I'm like, man, I need to get a logo. Man, I need to, start my first LLC. Man, I need to start branding myself. So I'm doing things and people are like, we've never seen barbers really do that, especially in barber school.
Yeah.
So this was before we had Instagram and before people were posting. Might get a little Facebook post or something like that, but it wasn't crazy like how it is now to where people are, really gaining a lot of popularity for being a barber online. So I was doing that 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, foresight and vision, man, it goes a long way, man, especially in a crowded market. Were there any bad habits that you had to unlearn to become the master that you are now?
Being broke. That was one of the biggest habits
Most
that I
people
was
do it
able
on
to break.
purpose.
Yeah. But that was just a habit that you don't realize. Like, you operating broke. You're not operating in abundance. You're not looking at opportunities for like, man, this could work for me, instead of like, oh, this can't work because of all the negative things that could be standing in my way. I really just became really resilient. And especially moving from there and coming out here and just being like, now I'm a small fish in a big pond. It's way different to where you got to get to it.
Yeah.
And like I said, really just unlocking that next level of thinking that it's possible for me too.
Yo, like stylistically, right? The way people was getting groomed in Illinois versus the way you see people operate and move out here.
Yeah.
Like, is there one that stands out more? That like,
I
is
don't
there
know.
a signature Illinois
It's
look?
crazy. But anywhere you're from, people, it's so funny, like being in the shop culture, like especially going to different shops, there's certain people from certain places that have certain clients.
Okay.
So if there's a New York barber, he has all New York clients because New York people like how New York barbers cut. But it's like, I used to get people in the shop that's like, oh, I can tell you from Chicago. But I'm like, I'm not even from Chicago. It's just funny to me, but I mean, in their mind, that's how it works. So I guess I did have some type of unique style or way that I cut, but I guess when you're around it and you see it so much, it's just normal. Like, you know how a Chicago or Illinois haircut is supposed to look.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just something I guess I kind of brought to my business.
I don't even know how someone could look at somebody and tell, like, yo, you cut like you from Chicago.
It's crazy. When I heard it, I'm like, but I'm not. So I was just trying to figure out, what does that look like? I guess I look like it.
Yo, man. So here we are, man. Like, you know, you're launching the newest version of your business,
Yes.
and you're very particular about this bump safe process, right?
Yes.
What kind of things do you check for in your clippers to make sure that you're good to go when that touches your client's skin, they ain't gonna have no issues?
Yeah. Disinfecting your tools first and foremost. So as y'all always see, like the spray.
Okay.
Spray your clippers down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they are sprayed. Make sure that they are sanitized, disinfected. Next, making sure that you clean your clippers out. So a lot of people might, think because they're spraying alcohol or some type of different product on top of it, but not actually cleaning the hair out of the clippers. Very important. They're a tool. So if you want to preserve them, want them to work properly, you got to take care of them. And then also making sure that they're not too sharp. That's something too.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of, barbers might they think they're, doing a straight, sharp line, but you've all probably had the situation where you leave and you got the welts and you got the...
Oh, yeah, nah. I definitely got $150 a couple of times. Leaving out of the spot. I never saw that guy again. It's like, bro, like 2 in a row, bro.
Yeah,
I'm out.
So just making sure that it's not too sharp, because that can cause irritation too.
Man, like, have you ever been zeked in such a way to where you're like, yo, never again?
Yeah. When I was younger, I remember I got a haircut. My mom was so pissed because the barber cut my eyebrow off, like half of my eyebrow.
Not in a Big Daddy Kane way.
No. It was
Cool,
not
man.
on purpose. Like, I had
Okay.
half an eyebrow, and I don't know what happened during the cut, but it was just a disaster. Like, she was about to fight the guy and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it was a memorable moment, and maybe that was what made me like go towards barbering, because I'm like, I never want this to happen to another person.
Yo,
I started cutting my hair after that.
that was your canon event.
Yeah,
that was
it.
that one thing that turned,
That
like,
was that
it
moment.
took Peter Parker's Uncle Ben getting shot before he
There
became
you go.
Spider-Man. That
Yep.
put you in vigilante mode to make
That
sure.
was it.
Man,
Turn me up.
I don't even, like, he didn't charge you after that, did he?
I don't even remember. It was just a scene. I just remember her spazzing, and after that, I don't know what happened. I started picking up clippers.
Fair enough. Yo, so, like, everybody has that path, like, all right, cool, I'm cutting my first real head in real life. How'd that first cut go for you?
So like I said, I started cutting my own hair, so I was tearing myself up. I'm talking about, my mom sent me a picture yesterday of a like middle school picture, hairline way up here,
Whoa.
bars back here, but this is me cutting my own hair, like tearing myself up. So that's where it started. And then I think after being talked about so bad over time, like people making fun of me, I started getting a little bit better. And then my brother became my test dummy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was giving him the craziest mohawks, and they were awful. But I was, trying it out, and he really didn't have much to say because he was like 7 years younger than me. So he just kind of sat there and
Gotta
took
sit there
it.
and take it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently God loves you because the hairline came back.
It came back.
Full force. I
Thank
was thinking
God.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the way you put your hand back here, but we're here now.
We are here.
Is it harder to practice on yourself than it is to practice on other people?
I would say it's different.
Okay.
Because obviously having to hold a mirror and see the back of your head is way different than if you can spin a person around in a chair or you can walk around them. So it's a little bit different. But I think any barber that is any good usually starts on themselves.
Gotcha.
Like, that's really how you get a good feel of how to use the clippers and the trimmers and, what looks good and what doesn't. So I think it's just a part of the process. Like, it's got to happen.
So do you use like a mirror angling technique, maybe to like, say if you're doing like a back fade or something on yourself, like, it's all about the angles?
See, now they have mirrors that have like multiple sides to them, instead of just holding a hand mirror and, doing what you had to do like in the old school. But now they kind of make it a little bit easier to where you can get all the angles with one mirror. So I guess
I think I've seen them, like, yeah, they got the little, like, the little
system.
flip out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
That's what it was called too. Yeah, I think I saw it
That's
one
made by a
time.
black man.
Oh,
Made by a
word?
black man. There we
Shout
go.
out to him. Do we know his name so we can shout him out?
I don't know his name off the top of my head, but self-cut system. Shouts out to you.
Big ups. He understood the assignment.
Absolutely.
He truly did.
Yeah.
What's the situation where like a client has tested your patience? And how'd you overcome it?
I would say, especially with like the AKN, people, their expectation is just very unrealistic, unfortunately. You're dealing with this on the back of your neck for 10 years, and you expect me to fix it in 10 days. It's just not realistic.
Got you.
You know, so I would say I get that more than anything because that's my main focus. But over time, just, you know, people being super nitpicky, and that's another reason why I kind of got outside of just focus on cutting. That was just too much pressure, bro. Like some people you just can't please when it comes to a tight line or a certain fade, and I'm just like, I just want to do the best I can, but at the same time, I might not be the barber for you.
Fair. And even when you talk about like the AKN, like, you know, there's different levels to it. Because like, even looking at this picture here, there's like different levels of severity. So let's just say if you're dealing with like a level 1 situation, right? How long does it take for you to get like a smooth surface?
Yeah, I mean, with the level 1, it could be anywhere between like 10 to 14 days.
Okay.
Realistically.
Now, what if we got this nuclear situation that's going on here in slot number 4?
I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because of what he said. But it could take anywhere from, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. But it can happen faster. I have different programs, rapidly programmed, where you can get faster results in a shorter amount of time. So I got, you know what I'm saying? I got what they need. It's just, you got to come in here and get the treatments done.
And these were like your real clients?
These are real people, yes.
So,
that's not AI.
So look at this right
look
before
yes.
and after.
4
Like,
weeks.
you really are working wonders, man. Like, and getting it done because, you know, like, you never know what's going on in the back of your head.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't see it till it's too late or somebody snaps on you and then you're all conscious and you're wearing like a pull down.
I get what you said. Yeah.
Man, like, was there ever a situation where, like, you know, I don't know, you're like, maybe this is above your skill set and capability. Like, you have to go see, like, you got to go to India.
Yes. I mean, I have cases like that all the time. I get tons of DMs of people sending me the back of the neck, essentially. But once it becomes like a keloid, it's outside of my scope of work.
Gotcha.
So I always go off of my level of severity chart 1 through 4. If it's anything more, you know, dramatic or drastic, either the only options are surgery, or I would just say some type of dermatologist that specializes solely in like keloids and AKN.
Yeah, because like with the keloids, right? Like, if you don't handle it properly, it'll grow back, right?
Yes.
Like in full force.
Correct. Yep.
There was a guy who I went to school with. We was in like, mysteriously enough, science class together.
Really?
And he had a keloid in high school, and I saw him years later after high school.
It was bigger?
He looked like he had a second ear on that side, and I don't know what he didn't do or
did do
to try to rectify the problem. And it's just like, whoa, like, you know, like, it's just scary. And sometimes, you know, lack of knowledge will keep people from doing the things they need to do. So, like, let's just say to prevent a level 4 or even 5, which is not listed here, situation from happening, what should people do immediately at the first sign of like seeing some just like, you know, just raised bumps on the back of their head or something?
So shameless plug, I have a bump relief kit that helps with preventative maintenance and also just upkeep. So a lot of times people will use, like you mentioned, the alcohol, the tin skin, the different products that they've been told from barbers, which, you know, I understand because it's a trusted source. But at the same time, if you're not specializing in these services, you're kind of just putting like a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, I'm going to be honest. So you got to get things that are specific for killing bacteria, antifungal. You got to hydrate the skin, get it back functioning properly.
Word.
Yeah, so that bump relief kit is a game changer. And then also do your best to keep your hands off of it. You know, guys that's wearing the do-rags a lot, tying them super tight, like that could cause irritation issues too, you know, from the tension. Braids, twists, locks, from that pulling, you know, and then just causing an irritation too. So it's a lot of little things that you can do. Pillowcases, swapping those out because, you know, sometimes people have blood on the pillowcases. It's a lot of little things that make a big difference.
Especially guys out here. Like, sometimes you will go months without changing your pillowcases and swapping out the sheets, man. Like, it takes a woman coming into your life and being like, yo, we're going to weekly.
Correct.
Sometimes twice a week, man. Like, we will ride things till the wheels fall off.
Correct.
In real life. You know, the whole aspect of what you do makes people feel good.
Definitely.
You know, being a barber makes people feel good, but you're really like, you know, saving people. Who comes to save you? Man. Like, who helps improve your mental health and make you feel better from day to day?
My wife and kids.
That's what's up.
For sure.
How many kids?
2 daughters.
How many wives?
1.
Give me cars.
One and only. The one
Man.
and only, yeah. But they obviously are, because I have a house full of women, it's a lot of love and a lot of, good feminine energy in there. So when I'm out, like I said, saving lives and doing my super dad thing, I can just come home and it's a lot more peace, and they love on me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like from the time I hit the door, I'm getting hugs and kisses and they rub my feet and they do all that. So I got a good thing going home. So
that's and not even knowing that you totally give girl dad energy.
Girl dad.
God give you who you're supposed to have.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to take that,
No,
but I
in the
appreciate
best
that.
way possible. Because you
yeah.
have such a good nurturing energy.
Yeah.
And when you're a nurturer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I think it puts you in a place where you can super serve the women in your life.
Agreed.
Some people are more hunter-gatherers, a little rough
Sure.
around the edges. God knew not to give me girls. 4 boys.
It makes a lot of sense.
Back to back to back to back to back.
It makes a lot of sense.
If I had a girl, she'd have a beard too.
I'm saying? That is funny. That's what's up though, bro. Yeah.
Like, what's the toughest lesson you've learned doing what you do?
Oh man, it's a never-ending cycle. So just always learning, always trying to progress, always trying to find new methods, new strategy, and then there's a business behind the service. A lot of times, people just provide a service. Like most barbers, they cut hair, but it's like, is the business intact behind the hair cutting? And that's really what I focused on, just to be able to separate myself, elevate myself, and make it just more structured and legitimate. If somebody wants to support it, wants to get the solution they're looking for, they're not just coming into something that's thrown together. Like, it's an actual system behind it.
Word. And let's just say the business model or game plan for Beard Goalz in the future.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see, your 5, 10, 15-year plan?
Man, we are putting together some plays, just really trying to do something different in the space, but it's just filling the gaps, the solution. We have the system, the Trinity system, which is a game changer. Most men, when it comes to their beards, you ask them what they're using, they have one product, or they have a beard oil, but they're not really putting together okay, what things do I really need to grow my beard, make it more healthy, avoid the dandruff, the patches, all that other stuff. So, Beard Goalz has intentionally created a system that's going to help you really cover all bases.
So the Trinity system can be found where?
Online, beardgoalz.com, and right here at AKN ATL.
It's always better to buy it direct.
Absolutely, yeah.
Straight from the source.
And I have the beard services too, the beard balancing services. So we use the products, literally show you how to use them, and then you can feel the difference because of the way that I do the service too.
There are some people who do have those patchy beards, they look like the unmanicured lawns in the hood, right?
Yeah.
How?
Anthony Hamilton's, no shade.
Oh, you got the patchy beard?
You need to find the clip.
Drop a pic.
Find the clip.
So what causes the patchiness in the beard where hair, because male pattern baldness is one thing, male beard baldness is not, we don't have a name for that.
Right,
so
right.
what causes the patchiness?
Yeah. There's a couple of things. Obviously, people don't use the right products. That's a big part. So if you're not using the right products, you're not going to get the solutions that you're looking for. You might be able to naturally grow a beard, but you might have certain areas that aren't as full, or that your hair starts falling out when you picking through it.
Overcomb, yeah.
Yeah. So products. Also your diet. Diet plays a big part in it too.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. Diet is affecting everything from your skin, your hair, on your head, everything. So, people not eating right, not exercising, getting toxins out of their body, that does make a big difference.
And I feel like the answers are probably obvious, but what are maybe 3 foods that are follicle killers?
Follicle killers. Let me see.
Fast
food for sure.
Okay.
I know y'all like the burgers and fries, but if you can get those out of your diet, that'll be great. Dairy is not that good for, hair growth either, because it causes a lot of mucus.
Yep.
And, it stops things from growing and producing properly. And the last thing I would say, I hate to say it, but drinking, man.
Really?
Yeah, drinking is not good, because you got to think it's drying your body out. Alcohol is really a poison. So it's not really adding anything to your beard. Now, of course, I'm going to have the people that disagree because they've been drinking beer since they was 12. I get it. But it's still not helping the majority of people that are trying to just really get better health when it comes to their hair growth, their skin, because your skin has to be healthy too for your beard to go properly.
That makes sense. We can truly blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yo, man, like you told me something I didn't know.
Yeah.
That because I like the food thing I could completely understand. I'm not really that big of a drinker, but I know a lot of people are because life be life, right?
Life,
but that might be the reason why you're 30 and look 59. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yo, listen, you got your client out here getting ready to step in the chair. We're gonna holler at him, then we're gonna holler at you both.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the education,
I appreciate
man.
you, man.
Like, yo,
That's what I do.
your energy is dope. Thank you
bro.
so much for what you're doing for the community at large, man. And thank you for keeping it trim and true with us, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Got my man Terrence in the chair, man. An Atlanta native, by way of Mableton.
Yeah, sure.
A fellow Mabletonian, as it is said. And you're actually partners with Israel in this whole Beard Goalz thing. Who came up with the concept?
Me and Israel actually came up with it after drinking tequila and eating tacos. And I don't drink no more, but we was drinking, man.
Tacos still going though, right?
Yeah, the tacos still
What's your favorite taco place?
I say Real Taco. It's right around the corner.
I know exactly what you talk about.
We done did the most business in Real Taco, so I say Real Taco.
Are taco establishments the new golf course?
It depends.
What made you decide that there was a need for like a new type of beard treatment? Because, you know, there's so many like products out there, but, you know, sometimes they're not necessarily catered 100% to our needs. Because, like, you know, people's dietary needs change, people's styles change. Where did you see the gap?
I used to be a beard model. So I started modeling my beard in like 2013. And I used to go to Warner Brothers hair shows. So I used to always ask the barber that would take me to the hair shows, like, who owned the products? None of them knew nobody that owned the product. So I got more interested in owning my own product at that moment.
Yo, I used to be a beard model is the most unique thing that I'm going to hear this week. Like, how does one even get into the beard modeling game? Because I used to ask people, you know, like when you go to like Sally's and places like that, you see the do-rag models. I always wanted to wonder how one could get into that game. How did you become a beard model?
Shit, having a nice beard. And that's why y'all interviewing us today, because this haircuts run the world, right?
Facts.
So that's
it's the face card.
There you go.
Who like got your beard started? Did you used to cut yourself?
No, it was a guy named Jay. It was a barber named Jay that started my beard. Okay. I used to have a chin strap like everybody else had. And he was like, man, you need to go full. This was like in 2000, I say 10. And then, you know, Rick Ross came out on big, got the beard. So, you know, that's kind of how it started.
How did you and Israel meet?
Me and Israel actually met at a hair show. We met in Miami.
Okay.
So Israel was there. He was like, man, you want a drink? I'm like, hell yeah. And me and Israel been cool ever since. Even though neither of us don't drink anymore. But, yeah.
That was a period of time.
Yeah.
Like it's
we was in our 20s, you know. We get into it. We in Miami turning up. Yeah.
So are you still a beard model to this day?
Hey, man, you don't see me? I'm there. Well, man, come on, Beard Goalz, man.
No! and you got the like the distinguished gentleman joint going on too. Like, yo, man, like I've never been brave enough to fully let a wolf out. Like, yo, cause like I tell you, man, if I ran out of Just for Men, I'll be up here looking like Deion Sanders.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you an interesting story, man. I didn't even know how gray my beard was. So I was walking around for a year, my beard gray. But when you go black, you sure look younger. So
it does help.
Yeah.
Yo, the scary thing, right? Especially like beard gang, right? You forget what your chin looks like. When is the last time you've seen your unexposed chin?
Shit, 20 years. Wow. That's why you need a system, because you got to take care of that skin underneath your beard.
Yeah, because if you let the hair grow, like the skin under the hair can get very dry. And then when because I remember there was one time where like I let my beard grow for a while and I cut it down. I was like, whoa, like you got to exfoliate strong because it didn't get the moisturizer that it needed. I needed the system.
Because most men don't take care of their beard at home, man. You got to at least use a product for your beard. A lot of men just use whatever their girl use.
This is true. Whatever's laying around. Like when you was starting, what did you use to get your beard the way you wanted it to go? Because it apparently worked.
I'm going to be honest. Barbers couldn't really recommend a product to use. So I had to just keep trying. And then I'm like, damn, ain't none of this shit good. So why not create our own?
It's a little trial and error.
Correct. It's been a lot of trial and error, not a little.
Like you ever tried Murray's?
The wave grease?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
It sounded like it would work, right? You know what I'm saying? You wanted to lay down a little bit, give it that little texture.
You know, every nigga had waves back in the day. That was the thing.
Hey, yo, did you ever run out?
Huh?
You ever run out of the Murray's wave grease?
Nah, I ain't never run out.
It's
it
a
wasn't
magic
up
trick.
$5. You gotta buy the birds.
Man, and hairstyles back in the day, like what kinds were you rocking?
Man, y'all gonna have to put some clips in here, man. I had dreads, braids, anything you can name. Now I'm bald. My kids can't even believe I used to have dreads. So they can't believe I used to have braids. I had them all above. I always been big in the hair. Like making sure my hair was lined up, making sure my hair was right. So,
what was it about just that aesthetic that made you lean into it so much?
I think it's part of your personality. It's like your clothes, man. Your hair like your clothes.
Yeah.
I had all different type of hairstyles, all different type of styles with clothes.
So when you go back to the chin strap beard style, who was your style icon at that time?
Trent, chin strap. Back then I had braids, right? So I'd say I used to look up to like Allen Iverson back in the day.
Okay.
I don't know if he had a chin strap. I always had a lot of facial hair. But
he had like a little, it connected, but like you got to fill it in a little bit. I remember
go.
One time I saw him in an elevator, mysteriously at a casino. The rumors were true. But you needed to connect the joint. But yeah, like Rick Ross changed the game, like not only like by giving, I guess, people a template to build off of, he really did make that beard and bald head look very iconic.
Especially for big niggas.
Yeah, like, cause who was the guy? Like Heavy D, he had a run, but he had that very thin, he was a hip hop dude with an R&B goatee.
Now you can't walk in a room, 1 out of 3 men gonna have a beard.
Yeah.
That's the growing trend. That's why we got, Beard Goalz. Shameless plug, as y'all would say, but that's the truth.
No, plug away.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Let's go.
Now, every now and then I come into the barbershop and I hope there's like a new beard style or something new. Like, yo, what can we do? Like, I don't know. I've been having the same beard for like quite some time now, but I'm scared to go like goatee again because it's not time for that yet. No one's doing that. When you think about back in the days, right? What product did you probably own the most of?
The wave grease. Man, I used to
orange can?
The orange can, and then you got to heat it up a little bit and rub your hands together and put it in your head. Then you brush it and put the do-rag on. That was me.
No, it's such a wave because I don't see those as much as I used to back in the day. Now every time you go to a spot, people selling you shea butter or I don't know, some weird beard oil concoction that's like rock solid, but you do got to heat it up like it's crack cocaine, let it melt. And then
you know why though? Because who owned it? We don't know. Was Murray's white or black? We don't know. We just was using it.
I'm scared to Google it.
Yeah.
I really am. Because something tells me that, even though they had those black faces, it's kind of like Aunt Jemima.
Correct.
You ain't never met a mima.
There you go.
And same thing with the hair industry as well. I was talking to Israel about it. How weave and hair and all this stuff is such a multi-billion-dollar industry, and there's people who keep the gates to make sure that the people who are buying the products aren't the ones starting their own hair facilities and getting things to go. And it's it's almost like very mafia, you know what I'm saying? So did you guys face any opposition coming into the game with your own product? What were some of the biggest obstacles?
Capital for sure. Because it takes so much money to take a product to mass market. Mm-hmm. So just getting the capital that we needed to start.
Got you. A lot of times people will come up with a bright idea, but they don't know the next step to activate the idea. So from concept at the taco spot where you guys are drinking to the next phase, drawing up maybe the name, what the packaging looked like. What was the second phase?
The second phase was actually researching. So we had to research where to get the product made at. We was getting the product made first in Alabama.
Okay.
And then the second process was shipping because we were shipping it ourselves. And you can't ship a product yourself if you have so many customers because the customer's going to get mad at you. So that was the second process. And then marketing. Learning marketing, learning how to really promote your stuff on social media. That was the third process.
Okay. When did you guys feel like, okay, we got a rhythm going, this is working, people are buying it, we cannot be going to the post office ourselves anymore?
When the product stopped arriving, when the product was busting in the mail, so we had to go back and learn how to actually ship the product.
Y'all just putting it in the box loose?
We had an assistant shipping the products at first. And we didn't know. So now if you look at our product, it's wrapped. It look good. We ain't had one complaint from a shipping aspect.
And I gotta say, the presentation is premium. You know what I'm saying? Gold top, it is, because we'll go in the aisle at Walgreens and sample something. There's been times when my knuckles been ashy and I walked up in there a couple pumps of that lotion. It kept it pushing, but I like how you could tell it's not been tampered with, and it looks very luxury.
Yeah, that's the idea, man. We want it to be the best on the market, which it is.
I love that for y'all, man. So from tacos and tequilas to shipping your first package, how much time did that take?
Man, we was getting sales as soon as we launched because, as you know, Israel already have a pretty big name in the industry, and then I came from having a big name from just doing cars. I used to do bulletproof cars, custom cars. So I knew a lot of people already. So, you just reach out to your friend, hey, I'm dropping this product, and they'll try it. So that's how we kind of got started.
You live a very interesting life, and you've done a lot of interesting things. What made you get into the bulletproof car game?
I started that at like 17, 18. So I dropped out of high school because I had my first daughter at 18.
Okay.
And then I met this guy, his name was Dennis. He turned me on to the cars. So I used to go to work with him every day for free.
Was he a mechanic or?
He was a body man.
Okay.
So he started me in the body work.
Got you. So what kind of material do you have to put on the cars to make it? But I imagine it's a way bigger upcharge than the normal.
Oh yeah, man. You can get up to 50 to 100 grand for a bulletproof car.
Damn.
You got Lexan, you got bulletproof glass. You got to make sure no bullet can't go through there. That's just like if you're a president or you're a president of a country, would you want a bullet to go through your car? No.
Not at all.
And I don't want to be responsible. So it takes a lot of work to upgrade a bulletproof car.
Go ahead.
You even got to upgrade the engine sometimes.
Why? Because it's probably heavy,
so heavy,
right? Yeah.
And then you can't roll down the windows on most bulletproof cars. A lot of people don't know that.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
It defeats the purpose. If the whole car bulletproof, you roll your window down because it's a nice day out, then you know what I'm saying, failed. Typically, who is the clientele that was buying?
Governments.
Really?
Governments, FBI. I had a couple of government contracts. There was one side of the business, and then the other side of the business was like collisions. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of got my start in entrepreneurship. This pre-internet, it wasn't no Instagram when I started in business. I started in 2006, so it wasn't no internet.
All of that is just so fascinating and dope because you picked very unique and niche things that weren't overcrowded. You know what I mean? And to do it pre-internet, to do it just doing the research, man, hats off. When are you writing a book?
I'm working on it. I started, but you got to build an audience on social media to write a book, I think. So I'm still building my audience.
Because you have a very unique story, man. So so you also did real estate as well. Quite a few properties, man. How important was it for you to diversify the things you had your hands in?
In the beginning, I think diversification is for idiots. So I would tell people to focus on one. Because a lot of people say millionaires got 7 streams of income, but you got to have one that's flowing before you can have a lot of streams. So I would say just focus on one stream of income.
When did you feel like that one first stream of income was good enough to where all right, cool, I could pivot and add something else on the back burner stove and, and cook?
I didn't kind of dialed it back now because I went back to the original principle. So my only source of income and the only thing I'm focused on is Beard Goalz. So I still think you should focus on one for a long period of time. I still don't believe in diversification. Maybe when I get 50 or 60, I'll be more into diversification. But right now, I just want to focus on one thing. I think that's when most people make a mistake. They focus on too many things.
Man, and that's very important because you can only juggle so many things at one time. My manager always talks about bandwidth. Do you really truly have the bandwidth to do this, this, and this at the same time? So it seems like certain things you were doing, that was a season.
Correct.
So
I heard you mention Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs focused on what first?
Apple.
Apple what?
Computers.
That's it, one thing. And then he went to the next market and he focused on iPhones. He focused on one at a time.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you focus on several different things, you don't have enough manpower to do it, like your manager said. You don't have enough bandwidth. Take manpower to do seven streams of income.
Yo, what's your most out there goal that you haven't achieved yet that you still have locked in on your sights?
To be the first trillionaire on the planet.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Yo, and the crazy thing is like with Beard Goalz, like when's the last time you competed actively in a beard modeling competition?
I haven't competed in any beard modeling competitions, but we just did a pop-up event at My Supply Guy. It was pretty cool. And I wasn't a beard model. We had beard models there, so it was cool watching people just getting into that game.
What would it take to bring you out of retirement?
I'm ready, man. To retire is to expire, so I'm ready any day.
How much prep time does one need to go into, like, you know, because you need time for it to grow, maybe get to a certain length so you can do the shape up the lineup, like week, 2 weeks, a month, like.
So have a really crispy beard, I say, man, you don't need to get your hair cut for about 3 weeks and then let the barber go in on it.
Wow. There were so many things, like the book, you got to write it. And you got to narrate it yourself too.
Got to.
Just saying, man. So what do you feel like is personally next for Beard Goalz?
We got a couple of things that we building. So we building a Beard Coach app. It's gonna be powered by AI. So
okay.
That's gonna be next. We kind of dabble in AI a lot. So
it's the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Like who enlightened you on AI?
Actually, a guy that worked for us. His name is Donnell. So he was big. He's an AI engineer. So I've been learning every day, man.
Was ChatGPT the gateway, and then everything else?
And then we use all of them. We use all the models. I was just telling them, man, you got to use all the models. Because you got Claude Code. I don't know if anybody ever heard of it, but that's a serious model. And you can build anything that a coder can build in seconds.
It is really like freeing up people's time and energy. Like if you could apply anything from the AI space that exists right now to what you were doing, let's just say 10, 15 years ago, what would you apply?
I think AI has made me a lot smarter, and what I would apply is just focus. You can focus on one thing and you can get data back quicker.
Yep.
Because you got all the data in the world in your pocket. You know, AI is almost like magic.
No, for real, man. Whipping up the images, prototypes, you know, you don't got to do an expensive photo shoot to get the products done. You can just take one picture, man, and and serve it up forever.
And I don't think people will be replaced by AI. I think it's somebody that's using AI that'll replace people. Because I think you got to be AI forward. Some people are stuck in the old days like, man, I'm not touching that stuff, but it's the future.
You got to evolve or die, as they always say. You know what I mean? Like, you can use AI, but if your prompting codes is trash, you're going to get trash results. So it does take a human brain to still make that thing go and do what it needs to do.
And the new way is dumping all your information in the AI and letting it be the brain.
And you can have more of a quality of life, spend time with your kids.
Yeah, because it's going to change healthcare. It's going to change everything.
Ta-da. Well, yo, man, appreciate the info, man. You about to get a cut in a minute. I want to bring Israel back in here. I want to talk to y'all both together, man. Thank you for keeping it trim and true with us, brother.
Let's go.
All right, man, the dynamic duo is in the chair, man. And, yo, man, so much dope game and stories between the two of y'all, man. Like, and y'all business dynamic is one thing. What is your friendship dynamic like?
Man, I mean, it's grown over, how many years has it been? Almost 10 years?
It's been 10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, it went from him being, a mutual friend through a client to me, cutting his hair. I would go up to his penthouse and cut his hair and all that, and we would chop it up. And then over time, as I started growing in my business, he started seeing like, hey, if you need some mentorship, let me know. I kept just putting it off. I'm like, yeah, I hear you. Then year after year after year, hey, if you need some mentorship, I helped you. Like you said, he's had his own success in business. So I was just like, maybe. And then it just got to a point where I'm like, I need help. I don't know what to do next. And he was like, I got you. And then after that, we just kept building. And we've been locked in ever since.
We've been at this for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the dopest thing too, like the fact that you offered the mentorship. The fact that you said you need help.
Yeah.
And we as men are the worst at saying that we need some things, and sometimes we'll just sit back and watch people drown, man. So it speaks volumes for your character, or how many times you offered to, mentor.
Yeah, because it was not once; it was multiple times. He mentioned it.
But even you to have the humility to be like, "Yo, bro, I need help, man." Yeah. And so from that point on, everything just started going up.
Yep,
man.
We're locked in.
And, a lot of times we speak on how barbershops are a great place for people to, let their shoulders down and unwind. You're like a therapist for people, whether you want to be so or not, man. How do you handle that load?
I mean, one is working on myself. That's important too. Just getting mentorship, getting help, because you can't help people if you're not helping yourself. So I realized that early because people were coming to me with such stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm 25, 26, and you laying some stuff on me I shouldn't even know about right now. But you know, me working on myself and just personal development and taking my time to listen more than speak and talk. Yeah. I think that was really big, and I was able to help a lot of people just from being a listening ear, because like you said, a lot of men don't open up to anybody. So that barber is the first person that they really tell their deepest, darkest secrets and stuff that they want to do, dreams, ambitions, goals. So I've just been able to be a part, or to at least hear some stuff that's like really, really dope, you know, that's transpired into things beyond my own, you know, expectations.
And Terrence, being a serial entrepreneur, man, like it's a heavy load. You know, you're always having to think, Coming to the barbershop, man, what does that do for your mental?
Man, a barber can change your whole mood when you get that fresh cut, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you can be going through something, you go get that haircut, that's gonna change everything. So it does everything for my mental.
Yo, and even in the mentorship space, right? Who was your mentor?
I had several mentors, but the first mentor I had was this dude named Cleveland Brown. Well, let me take it back. The dude who started me in body work, his name was Dennis. That was my first mentor. He taught me how to work on cars. He taught me how to sell. And then the person that I ever seen make $1 million was this dude named Cleveland Brown. So I say that was my first mentor.
What kind of business was he in?
He owned a car lot. He used to own a tire service, and then he transitioned into car lots. So he was the first guy that really gave me a chance.
Man, and you poured that into, and I'm sure, like, you know, like you pour into one person's cup and hopefully they pour their cup into another person. It keeps the cycle going. And I think more so than anything, we as men need that more than ever, man, because like there's so many things that pull us in different directions, and like just the unification of it all, man. Like to believe in somebody else's dreams enough to make that your dream too is very rare, man. Right. Overall in the barbershop and even maybe the business space, what's the craziest thing you've ever witnessed with your own eyes?
Man, so many stories. So many stories. I know for myself, oh man, I don't know. It's just been, I'm just thinking of so many different times. It's just, I would say in business, always expect the unexpected. That's what I would say. And then barbering, I mean, I done seen so many fights break out. I done seen just stuff. Baby mama's coming up to the shop, ready to fight the, you know, baby daddy because he messing with another chick. I done seen it all. You know, that was another reason why I got out of the shop, because it was too lawless. It was so much going on. It's like you never know what you're walking into. Some days it was cool. Other days it's like, okay, this is too much.
So you more so love the peace than you love the chaos of it all.
Yeah. Not every shop is like that, but sometimes you get put in a position and you in it, and it's just like you just got to roll with the punches.
Got you. How about on your end?
Business, I done had so much crazy shit over the time. You got to think I've been in business since I was 18 years old. So what I say the biggest thing I got for business is the people that you expect to help you won't help you, and the people you don't expect to help you will help you.
That's real.
That's real.
That's super real. You never know who your angels are going to be. You really never know, man.
You never know.
Yo, like, you know, when you think back about like different cuts from over time, man, like what's a cut you never want to see come back again?
Never want to see, probably, I know that the Mohawks with the design on the side was a crazy time, like the Roscoe Dash joints. That was with the bedazzled, like, yeah, that was wild. Let me see, what else?
Even as a barber, like when people ask you to do that sort of thing,
that's crazy.
Would you be like, nah,
that's crazy.
We don't got that paint?
Yeah, now I wouldn't even, I would refer them somewhere. And I know people that still do it. And for a while, what's the guy name? Bobby's World. Yeah. He was going crazy.
Bobby World, then you had another guy I know, MC Razor, he used to
go crazy
with it.
Yeah. So they were, I mean, people that were really in that space killing it, but I'm glad that's not a thing no more. I love the nappy on the top with a little fade on the side and the back. Oh, that's amazing. 20 minutes in and out.
I think that's coming back though, man. Everything goes in the circle. Fashion go in the circle.
Yeah.
There's no such thing like everybody think Elon Musk created the first electric car he did. So it all go in the circle. It's all gonna come back.
Yeah. What was a cut you don't want to see come back?
Man, I'm a creative, so I think everything can come back.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even the boys in Texas rock the ball.
There you go. Every episode somebody brings that up. Like, yo, it is the most universally hated haircut. It's like, no matter like where you from, like, yeah, I just never understood it.
It's not to understand. Trust me.
Yeah, some things ain't for everybody, man.
It's not.
What's the biggest lesson that you guys have probably start with you, Terrence. What's something you learned from Israel?
What I learned from Israel is people. So Israel is a people person.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a people pleaser, but he stay on even ground with people. So I think that's like our dynamic because I'm not a people pleaser. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. So we have a balance there.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. I always say it. Yin and yang. Definitely.
And what's something you learned from Terrence?
Pretty much the same thing. It's like just finding that balance. And everybody's not the same, and that's good. Like we always talk about like thoughtful disagreement. It's like, okay, you could think one way, I could think one way. It is what it is. This is how we approach it, and it's not, a beef or any type of argument. It's just sometimes you got to be okay with not thinking the same way as somebody else.
Yeah.
So I would say that.
Now, as far as like to keep you guys' mental balanced individually, like what's some of your practices that you have in place that keep you levels before you deal with the ways of the world for the day?
I just started getting back in the gym, so that has helped tremendously. Stop drinking too. Okay. So that's a big thing too. A lot of people just drink their pains away and drink to kind of get outside of reality. So I've just really been focused on that. Really just trying to quiet the noise too, like taking some time just for myself. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I got the house full of women, so they pull at me every little different way that they possibly can. So the sauna, I've been doing a lot of sauna.
Okay.
I do that twice a day. So that's giving me allowed to get all the toxins out. And from there, I just kind of just get time to focus, talk to God, talk to myself, not talk to nobody. And it's been working.
Yo, stillness is key, man. We're so trained to always have something stimulating us at all time, man. I think that's why so many people now have ADD.
For sure.
Entertain me
and anxiety.
24/7.
Yeah.
Dopamine, man, it's the thing. What's your thing, Terrence?
I say my family, man. I got 5 kids. I got a beautiful wife, so
congrats.
That's my piece.
Like, what's the balance? Is it like all of one, or you got like boys and girls in the mix?
Nah, man, I got 3 girls, 2 boys.
Got you.
So yeah.
Are you gonna even it up?
Nah, it's over, man. It's over. After you have a kid, go to college, it's over.
Got you, yo. So finish the sentence for us. I knew I was leveling up when I started blank.
When I started getting shrimp on top of the steak.
Surfing turf.
That's what I do. I said, oh yeah, I'm on to something.
Okay. Terrence?
I knew I was leveling up when I had an elevator in my house.
Facts.
That's what I said. Elevator and steak. Like, come on, man. There's literally
That's
levels
real.
to this.
That's real.
So, we're going to play this game real quick. It's called Fresh or Trash. If you rocking with it, it's fresh. If not, basura for the Espanol speakers. Sitting in the chair saying I'm good, but your face says I'm in season 4 of stress.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So you want people to tell you what the problem is. Let's address it.
Definitely. So I would rather somebody kind of tell me, and I can usually tell because, like you said, I am a people person. So your vibe and your energy is going to tell me, hey, either something's going on, so I might not talk to you, or if we have that type of relationship, I might, have a couple questions that's going to open you up that I know you're going to speak on. And then from there, I can kind of come around the side and get to the meat of the actual issue.
That is that good girl dad nurturing energy I was talking about.
You got to be strategic about it. Can't go straight in. You got to be strategic.
Because I'm an empath too, but sometimes I like, don't engage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you just know when it might be more than you can handle, What about you?
I'm going to say keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Calling the barbershop your therapy, but refusing to book in advance. Like, you just gonna show up and wait at the door. Like,
that's crazy.
They gonna get me when they can.
That's not even possible. I've transitioned it to appointment only. So if you do, I might not be here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might pull up, and I have pulled off.
What about you?
Yeah. I think sometimes you might just need to pull up, man. You got to pull up.
Try
Barbers ain't got too bougie with an appointment. Pull up. I need a cut.
I feel it.
I do miss just going into the spot and just hoping for the best because it was such a crapshoot. Like, there's either going to be 2 people in there or 20, and, we're going to see how it's play out. But, it does make it convenient if you have, like, a, specific time, space, and place.
I just got to add something to that. Don't be a broke barber with a schedule.
Correct.
Like, if you broke, you need to cut everybody.
Every day.
You can't pay your booth rent, you need to cut everybody.
Every day.
Selective or just
absolutely all that. You just need to cut whatever comes to the door.
Only work Tuesdays 1 to 4.
No.
Yeah, no.
You need to work 7 days, 8 days a week, god dang it.
All right, cut it and keep it. Posting a fresh cut instantly, but not tagging the barber who did it.
Ooh, that's crazy.
It's like when girls go on vacation and they don't tag the sponsor.
That's crazy work. I would say, yeah, I mean, you got to keep that. Like, you got to do that. You would not be who you are and where you are if it was not for your barber. That's just what it is. Like, even you being out of town or whatever you're doing, like, you wouldn't post that picture if it wasn't for the cut.
True.
So, you know, at least give them their credit. That's the least you can do.
Send the business that way.
Yeah.
How for you?
You know, I got to keep it, man. The barber is a part of the fashion, man.
Yeah.
So you got to keep it.
Now, some people like to gatekeep. Like, I don't want
I know,
too
a
many
lot of
people
people
know
do
my
that.
barber. Then I ain't gonna be able to get my
That's
regular appointment because he packed
That's just
out.
a terrible way to think, but I get it, though. But it's just like, I know a lot of people that think like that.
You should want to see.
For the business, yeah, you should want them to grow, but I get it because that does happen. You get too busy. I haven't gotten too busy, and it's like, I can't get you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Slippery slope.
What you doing 11 p.m.?
You gotta level up, man. You gotta just pay that 100. Man.
Yeah.
All this debating about paying 100, just pay the 100 for
Pay
the
the
cut.
100.
Yo, like, where were you when the price jumped to $100?
He said he'd been paying for, as long as he had hair, $100 at least.
Yeah, I've been paying $100 for a cut a long time. Because I always think the barber is one of your biggest things you need. You need that cut, man.
When you get that $100 cut, how long do you expect it to last?
Well, I mean, I think it's just, I think it's the barber and the type of haircut that you get. You know, because somebody could just be getting a $100 lineup. You know, that became a thing. So it's like, I think everything is buzzwords because people have been paying $100 for a long time. It just, when it became more like socially acceptable to talk about pricing for barbering, that's when it became a thing. But I've been charging $100 for probably 10 years at least.
Because for some people, like $100 is like dope boy prices being charged to a person who only buys dope.
Yeah, it's like how it sounds. It sounds like it's more expensive than it is, but if you give like the full experience and you're giving like some type of priority, like you cutting the line or you're, you know, staying late or whatever the case may be, it is justified. I'll say that.
And then your barber on call when you pay him 100.
There you go.
He used to cut my hair at 5 in the morning before I got to leave to go out of town. So
that's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that pull-up experience,
For sure.
you know, like Uber clips.
Yes.
You know?
Might need to be a thing.
Man, all right. So I cut it or keep it. Changing your whole life with a cut, but not maintaining it.
Well, you should cut it. That shouldn't be a thing. But I know a lot of people that do it. They'll get the cut that first day, everything's good, but after that, they're not taking care of their hair until they come back and get another cut.
you got to cut it, man. You got to use Beard Goalz at home.
Definitely.
If you ain't using Beard Goalz after you pay $100 for a cut,
Come on now.
you got to.
You working backwards.
So you can use Beard Goalz on the topical too?
Nah, it's just for your beard, man.
Yeah, just the beard.
Yo, it'd be ill if
That's
like
You ain't got
your
no hair up
if
there.
your top hair started growing
We gotta
beardy.
focus on one before we focus on the other, but we're gonna focus right here
It's the
first.
one, not the two.
Yeah.
So you ain't looking just pure default,
exactly.
no facial
Throw the
hair.
hat on, but the beard's gonna be on fleek for sure.
Yo, man, I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you,
I
bro.
love the brotherhood that exists between the two of y'all, man. And I wish your businesses and your future endeavors nothing but the best, man. If people want to lock in, get the full line of Beard Goalz products, where can they go?
Beardgoalz.com.
Beardgoalz.com.
And that's Goalz with a Z,
Yes, with a Z.
because people be real phonetic and be like S. And
Right.
Like, did y'all like lock down the other website too?
With the S?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Nah, not yet.
On the way.
Yeah, on the way.
It's a little expensive, but we gonna get it.
Beardgoalz.com.
yeah,
In
exactly.
in due time, man.
time.
Well, yo, man, continue success and your individual IG.
Terrence Alexander __.
There's in Israel, right? That's with a Y and with one underscore at the end.
Yo, these brothers right here is Goalz.
Let's go.
Lock on in, man. Thanks for keeping it trim and true with us, guys.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on Trim and True. If you caught one gem today, let it be this. Confidence isn't a moment, it's a routine you protect. Big shout out to Israel Wright for the game and the craft. And big shout out to Terrence Alexander, founder of Beard Goalz, for keeping it real in the chair. If this episode spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs that reset. And drop your verdict in the comments. What was fresh and what was trash? Anyway, I'm Headkrack, and this is Trim and True. Sharp cuts, real talk, no filter. See you on the next one. Peace.